What if the most powerful tool for influencing the mind isn't modern psychology, but an ancient language lost to time? We are diving deep into Sumerian incantations, dissecting their linguistic DNA to uncover whether they were the earliest attempts at mind control. Prepare to have your understanding of ancient wisdom and modern consciousness completely rewritten. About 5,000 years ago, in the fertile plains between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the world's first urban civilization took shape. Not nomads, not scattered villages, but cities, bureaucracy, law, trade, and most importantly, writing. Pressed into wet clay with a reed stylus, wedge-shaped marks formed what we now call cuneiform. At first, these symbols tracked grain, labor, and livestock, practical records for a growing society. But buried among administrative lists and legal codes, archaeologists found something else. Texts that didn't have anything to do with inventory goods or enforcing laws. Texts that spoke in repetition, rhythm, and command. Texts meant to be spoken aloud. These texts are incantations. For decades, these tablets were dismissed as superstition, primitive attempts to bargain with unseen forces, early humanity still afraid of storms and sickness, whispering charms into the dark. But that explanation no longer holds, because these incantations were not chaotic. They were precise, structured, formulaic. Many followed strict patterns of sound, parallel phrasing, and semantic layering. They weren't improvised prayers. They were designed. And design implies intent. What's more striking is who wrote them. These weren't folk traditions passed orally among villagers. They were composed, copied, and preserved by scribes, educated specialists trained in the most advanced symbolic system of their time. This raises a deeper question. What if these incantations weren't meant to cast spells in the way we imagine magic today? What if they were tools? To understand that, we have to stop asking only what the incantations say and start asking how they say it. Language doesn't just describe reality. It shapes attention. It organizes perception. It influences emotion and expectation. Modern psychology recognizes this clearly. Ancient Sumer may have intuited it long before we had a name for it. So in this series, we won't treat Sumerian incantations as relics of irrational belief. We'll treat them as linguistic artifacts, as engineered speech, as early experiments in influencing the human mind through sound, structure, and meaning. Because once we examine the language itself, the incantations stop looking like superstition. They start looking like a system.